Alright, this is Calibos, and we are playing Enigmatica 2. So I have built this setup. I did it off camera. And a few times I actually managed to get my off-camera work done. And it hasn't actually been going all that long. Pretty much just the build time and, whatever. I went ahead and I added a lever to this. This is a manual off switch, so when I notice it's full, I can turn it off. I could set it up to do it automatically, but honestly, I'm probably just going to turn these off permanently once I get going. And, in case you're curious how much coal it's going through, so we're already down to 68,000, and you can watch the number drop as we go. So this is going to be some pretty serious investment. And again, if you need confirmation that not a lot of time has passed, we are only back up to 51 living rock, and that's minus, of course, the ones that we made here and just dumped in the system. And we're still only up to 64, but I mean I used some, so. But yeah, this is a pretty solid mana setup for whatever you want to do. This is a bit excessive, honestly. I have lots of resources. I'm not really worried about it. There are more efficient ways to have done this, and I didn't use them. So there. Oh, sheep. How did you get out? I don't care. But this will, all of these sparks are basically going to draw from the pools to whatever needs them. So if we look at our thing, we're going to need living rock, which we have. We'll need 4 lapis blocks. Lapis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which we now also have. Let's see how many living rock. Let's get some living rock. Living. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, nope, one more. 5. And then we're going to need a terrestrial agglomeration plate. So, terrestrial agglomeration plate. So, we're going to need fire, air, mana, earth, and water. So if we come over here, I haven't made all of these yet. So we have the water, we have the earth, we have the air, so we just need fire and mana. Yeah, see, we made the band of mana, and it didn't pick it up. So it doesn't like it if it's empty or if it's full. That's lame. So looks like we need fire and mana. Mana is pretty simple. So we'll need mana and mana. And we'll need some living rock. Living rock. Get rid of some of these levers. We get rid of that. That's dangerous right now. Got an extra one of those because apparently I can't count to 4. That is a thing. So rune of mana. It's pretty simple. We're just going to need a mana pearl and a bunch of mana steel. So mana pearl, mana pearl. So if you don't get a million of them in chests like I have, this is how you make a mana pearl. Very simple. So we just right click that and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we wait. We get our whacking stick ready. I noticed that there's a lot of different magical mods that have whacking sticks. A bunch of tech mods too. It's all about, letting people whack things really. So it's now done. We put the rock on it and we whack it. Boom, we have our rune of mana. Now notice we only got 1. So this is not going to be a thing that we get them back from. So let's look at rune of fire really quick. Rune of fire. And we're going to need mana steel, powder, nether brick, gunpowder, and nether wart. So, nether wart, nether brick, gunpowder, so we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do this. Then we get our whacking stick ready and our rock. Click that on there. We have the correct check mark. We did the whacking stick. Sweet. So now we're going to need one of each of those. So we're looking for the terrestrial agglomeration plate. So let's go into our thing. Do that. Terrestrial agglomeration plate. That gives us that. So this is a multi-block. I'm pretty much planning on putting it right here because I can. And I think it's like this. Oh, hi. So that gives us the terrestrial agglomeration plate. 5 living rock in an X. Place the plate on the middle living rock, then fill it with 4 lapis rocks. Drop 1 mana steel, 1 mana diamond, and 1 mana pearl to initiate the craft. So the other thing that we want to do is we want to do that. So now it will draw from every spark in range. And you're like, how do we know what sparks are in range? Boom. You just, do you mind? I'm trying to do a video here, guys. You guys are so rude. So if I right click this, it lines up to every spark that it has access to. So all of these sparks, you know, count and they work together. So we need to get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. So it's not saying so, but we basically need we can get rid of that, I guess. We basically need 2 because our next stop from here is going to be Terra Steel. And then we need Natura pylons. And then we're going to need the Elven Gateway core, which is going to be the big thing here. So Elven Gateway core. So it's going to require 3 Terra Steel nuggets. So we'll need 3 for that. And then we need some pylons. We'll need 2 pylons. And we need the Natura pylons, which we basically are going to need 3. Oh, well, maybe we can do it with 1 Terra Steel. That should be fine. And then that. So easiest way to do it is probably just to like be ready to leap back. 1, 2, 3. And then we wait. And boom, done. So now we have that. We can go ahead and make our pylon. We need 1 and 2. we need the Elven Gateway Core. Elven Gateway Core, which is that. And then we're going to need some glimmering. And then we just need 1, 2, 3. And then we need some living wood. We have a couple. So let's check where we are on the quest book. So we've got that. Pick one of these and go. We've got that. Pick one of these and go. We've got that. Pick one of these and go. We've got that. We've got that. So let's open up a couple of these. I bet we're mostly food. No, that's not food. That's kind of food. That's definitely food. That is definitely food. And that is a flamethrower, which probably I'm going to take a wild guess and say also not food. Alright, so we have the terrestrial agglomeration plate. So right here we're going to make the Lexica, Botanica, one of these. So right in here we're going to do, that's nice, okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. This, portal to Alfheim. Do this. We did that. We did those. We want to visualize. And we're gonna, oh, it's even. It's never gonna line up perfectly. We'll do that. So this is gonna be pretty simple. Elven Gateway Core goes at the bottom. Then we so rude. Do that. That. And then we take our glimmering living wood, like so. You'd think if it was glimmering, it would, I don't know, shed light. Oh, it does, never mind. So, now we have this. Now we have these two Natura pylons. I'm just going to put them right there. Then we're going to give these bad boys some sparks. Sparks. Oh, I think these actually have to go over pools. Hold on, let's fix that. So pools, got a couple left. So we'll do pool, pool. I know. There actually used to be a very specific placement you had to do with these. Let's place this first. Otherwise it's harder. And then after you do that, you go ahead and do that. But it, of course, needs mana. It needs mana badly. Oh, that's probably a terrible place to stand. So we can just do that temporarily. Alright, so, ooh, don't we have mana tablets somewhere, like full ones? Let's check. That's a mana tablet, and that's a mana tablet. And that needs to be lit up because it seems like fun. So let's change these to, okay, that's perfect. And then we'll do the same for this. And then we'll do that. So now that it's doing its thing, we got a couple things that we need to toss through. And it's really just a matter of, where is that? There it is. So we have pixie dust, and with the pixie dust we can make a recessive spark, and we can make dominant spark. So in order to do that we need Rune of Fire, which we should have at least one left. We'll probably need to make another one though. Rune of Fire. But one NillerMedDild. One of them is actually going to be enough to keep that thing going. Dominant spark. So what this will do when placed on the spark in here, if I can, there we go. It will now pull from all of the things. So we can actually redirect that back to that, and that to that. So we'll make another dominant spark there for the other side, but one's enough to keep it open for the moment. Let's go ahead and make another fire. So it's going to be nether, oh my gosh, nether one. Let's get rid of these. 2. Gunpowder. So it should be need one of those. Get rid of that. Mana. Oh yeah, I do need one of these. And one of those. And we should just be able to go like so. Click, 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 click. We get our living rock and our whacking stick. And that, and whacking stick. There we go. We've got 2 more fire. So let's go ahead and make another dominant spark. And we'll pop that in the other side over here. We'll try to pop that in the other side over here. And I know I just did it a second ago. There we go. So now this one's going to stay full. Now our setup produces more than this burns. So that's actually not going to be a problem. But it's going to basically fill both of these and keep them full. And then that's going to be basically a giant overflow basin, a battery. One of our options is actually we can make a Tanya. If we come over here, it should be near the end. There it is. So we can make a minecart with a mana pool. So we can actually make a system that like runs underneath it, for example, and drags mana from there to this other side. So pretty cool. Now, if we look at where we are as far as quests, we have done this. This is Elementium. So we've actually produced all three of the major... you know what? I have this silly concept. What if we just take this stuff, pick it up, and we put it in our giant magical storage system? I know, right? Weird. Who would have thought? There. Get rid of that too. So, oh, one of the other things that we need to do, we need to... So, if you look at it, it says Lexica Botanica 361st edition. So that's actually the mods edition, like what edition of mod it is. So if you look at it, you'll always know what mod it is. Vasky is, of course, the mod maker. I have no idea who Krusty Mustard is. But once you take this, if you chuck it through, you get a new one. And this one, when you first open it, like the other one, actually has a foreword, which you now read. And we actually have additional stuff. We have the message, the portal, the resources, so Dreamwood, Elementium. So if we put in Living Wood, and I'll go ahead and do that, Living Wood, we'll just grab a bunch of this and we'll chuck it through. Now this doesn't require any additional mana. The only mana that is required is the mana to maintain the portal. So one of the things that you can do is once you have all of your resources, you can actually move the Elven Gateway core and shut the portal off and then stop using your mana. I don't especially see that as important because, as I said, this is using up most of our stuff, and then once we're done with Botania, we're going to turn it off. So looking at our coal, we've already gone through, you know, another 1,000 coal just in the 2 sessions that we've been talking. 1 session? No, yeah, because this set it up. I had this going at the beginning of the session. And only a couple minutes before that. So we've done that one. Gaia Pylon. So we're going to need 4 of these to summon the Gaia Guardian. So, and the Gaia Guardian is not a minor fight. So we're going to need 4 mana pylons, some Elementium, and some Pixie Dust. So we get the Pixie Dust by throwing mana pearls through there. Let's go get some mana pearls. Let's get some ender pearls. Man, where are we going to get ender pearls? That's crazy talk. So I'm going to just chuck those all in. And then we're going to chuck those all through. Oh, hi. You seem particularly bad at archery, my friend. Particularly bad here. I'll come over here. Here, does this help? I'm not even attacking you. Like, what's going on, man? Oh, you're terrible at this. In D&D, when you shoot yourself with your own bow, we call that a critical fumble. Shame. So, we have this. We need the pylons. Pylon. So we need 4 of these. So we're going to need 2 mana pylons. We need some mana diamonds. And I'm just going to finish this quest before we go. How about diamond? Diamond. I knew we were out. I don't know why I was doing that. So we'll do this. Oh, no, we're out of power in this one. That's fine. So we have mana diamonds. We'll make some pylons. Pylon. Pylon. Need additional pylons. Then we need some of these, and we'll go 1, 2. We need 1 more elementium, which is going to be mana steel. Let's make some iron. And we'll chuck that through. Boom. That's where we get the elementium from. So we grab one of these, chuck it in there, and that gives us all of that. So you'll notice, maybe you didn't notice, I noticed, that if we go ahead, we can make dreamwood twigs and stuff like that. But we make dreamwood twigs. If we put, for every 2 mana steel we put in, we get 1 elementium, and that goes for blocks and ingots. So, you know, it's 1 for 1 mana pearl for pixie dust. Mana diamond for dragonstone is 1 for 1. Nether quartz, we can change nether quartz to elven quartz. And we can make elf glass. Elf glass is actually really good. And it's very clear. So we put mana glass in and we get elf glass, so, you know, blue to green. There's bees and stuff you can do. There's a little bit of storyline. Oh, that's cool. Somebody, somebody really likes their lore. But our big thing is we are going to summon the Gaia Guardian. So we have 4 of these, and we pretty much need to make a big thing over here. And it is a big area. So we're gonna do that. Come on. But we'll be placing it. It's a fairly big area. It needs to be flat, it needs to be level, and it needs to be solid. So we'll figure that out, and then we'll have to fight the Gaia Guardian, and we'll get some really cool music and stuff. But that's that. So like I said, we should probably call it here. I'm glad you guys showed up. So if you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, don't. Simple as that. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below. You folks have a great night.